Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Loco bringing you another deck profile. I am a little late on this one. This is the deck that I ran for the ARG Valentine's Day event that we had here for everyone last week. I ended up getting top 8 with this deck, and honestly, I'll be real with you, I was not expecting to do it. I know Shenron hand control is a big thing, and I made a video using the deck, but when I was going there, I was honestly expecting to see a whole lot of Broly deck profile, Broly decks, or I would came across one Janemba. But the matchups I had, the deck ran really well, and I ended up getting top 8 with it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we got here. Let's go to the view. And honestly, again, it's a very straightforward deck. Your leader is going to be Shenron. With Shenron, you're going to run 7 Dragon Balls. So for your Dragon Balls, I ran 2 of the 1-star. And that actually helps your deck get off the ground because you want to go ahead and make your opponent discard. Most decks around now are going to draw, but this really helps you early game. So you can go ahead and pitch a card. You can pitch a Broly early game. And then go ahead and bring it back out with a Child's Wish. So we run 2 of the 1-stars. Running 5 with just a regular Dragon Ball just so you can have some draw power. I only ran 2 Chile because I only had 2 Chile. But again, it ran synergistically. So when you have Chile out, and if your opponent, when you destroy one of your opponent's battle cards, they have to discard 1 card from hand. You heard me kind of say it early on. You use the 1-star Dragon Ball, drop the Broly, and then if you have Chile in play, or if you're awake, or you wish up by then, you can go ahead and get Broly and Chile engine going. I ran 3 of the Spirit Search SS Trunks. That's going to help you get the Dragon Balls that you need just to the drop area, just so you can wish early on. And if you have 4 or less life, you can actually go ahead and start cycling through and grabbing your Child's Wish and your World Peace from the drop area. And that's a real powerful thing. A lot of people don't want you to do that, because it's going to hurt them, because you're going to constantly make them discard cards using this type of deck. The Endless Evolution Broly. This card was clutch in every single game, of course, because this is the main thing that you want to have out there. There was one round I didn't see it, but the deck still ran pretty good. With this card, you put it in play, and then your opponent chooses one of their cards to get rid of. So you don't choose what they get rid of. As soon as you play it, it's like they make the choice. And once they get rid of the card, if they have battle cards on the field, then Chile's effect to kick off, and then they'll discard 1 card. So that's that engine going, like you kind of heard me say. I ran just 3 of the pseudo combos with Cell, mainly because I'll be real with you, I honestly didn't see it. Half the time it was going into the drop area. Even if I bump it up to 4, I still didn't even play it. Broly was just doing what it needed to do. But you, with the pseudo combo, of course, you just, hey, you combo with it, draw a card. I ran 2 Kami Power Piccolos. That's helping the field destruction once per turn. You pop one of their cards, and then, again, you have Chile out there, and Chile is going to make them discard a card. I ran 3 Super 17s, and this card, its attack cannot be negated. When you put it in play, you discard 2 cards, and your opponent discards 2 cards. That card came clutch in every single match I had. It really put a lot of fear, was making my opponent drop cards from hand, just because you can't negate his attack. Now, I was making a few mistakes here and there with it, because I only ran the deck 1 time before I went to ARG with it. But overall, it still played out very well. I ran 4 of the 4-drop Brolys. With this card, you put it in play, your opponent discards 2 cards from hand. Early on, you'll end up getting out your Broly here, and you evolve on it. With this Broly here, you reduce the cost of pretty much any Broly evolving onto this card by the cost of 2. So instead of you paying 5 to evolve into the 6-drop, you only pay 3, only furthering your hand destruction with your opponent. I ran 1 Dangerous Johnny Boma just because I was looking for the Genma matchup, which instantly when I got into top 8, I went up against a Janemba deck, and lo and behold, the 1 card I needed, it went to the drop area. But that card, honestly, it makes all the difference in the world. You get to put, I think you choose 3 cards up, put it back in your deck, shuffle everything up. As far as super combos, I ran the Trunks. I'm tinkering around with some different things, different ideas with this deck. I definitely don't see myself deconstructing this just yet because I want to see what all I can do with it. I ran 2 of the Shenron, 4-drop Shenrons. You play the card, and then once per turn, you can draw a card and activate one of the abilities below, which is you can draw a card. Usually what I was using it for was to draw a card or to give a card crit. You can, I believe, I can't see it from this distance, but you get a card with a 2-drop or less and you put it in play. You can do it, but I necessarily didn't do it. Half my matchups, it's just the other 2 options I had were the better options using this deck. Giving the cards crit so they can't get anything in hand is the purpose. Or you stand back up 2 energy. I think that's what it was. Yeah, stand back up 2 energy. I'm sorry. I ran 3 of the Frieza Army Healing Pod. Now, this card honestly didn't make much of a difference for me except for one match. Was my very first one. You play it for a cost of 1, and then for 4, you put it in play a green battle card. And since you put in play a green battle card, you can draw a card. Half the time, honestly, I was charging it. It just didn't make any difference for me except for that one matchup where my opponent was playing Announcer and he just didn't have anything on the field and I was just trying to keep his hand down to nothing. Again, 5 of the regular Dragon Balls, 2 Dragon Radars, just so you can go ahead and grab your Dragon Balls. You can grab your desired cards and utilize those. 2 of the 1-star Dragon Balls to start making your opponent discard stuff from hand. I ran Power Burst as my negate. And over here you see 2 Child's Wish and excuse me, not 2, 3 a Child's Wish, and then you have 3 World Peace. Now, when I went there, I did not have a sideboard really, just because again I went there not expecting to do anything. I just wanted to come and play for fun. But mentally, when I made this, thinking of some stuff I could have done. Time Control Karina, one of them, or 2, depending on where I want to go with it. Instead of running 1 Kami Global Unifier, I would run 2. I would have ran 4 of the Deathless Warrior Broly. That's because if you play this card and I believe that one is you have to choose one of your opponent's battle cards. If they cannot KO a battle card, then they have to discard 2 cards from hand, and that will only just further the hand destruction. And then I would have ran 3 of the Energy Power Gotenks. When that card attacks, it would have went ahead and made my opponent discard. That's the deck. Honestly, it's very, very straightforward. It was very, very fun, and I was not expecting it to come out and do everything it was doing. First game, I went against the Announcer, and I mean, that's insane draw power as it is. So I was tinkering around, seeing how I can keep my opponent's hand down. And with him using Roshi and Shin, he just had an astounding amount of draw power. And eventually, just within the third round of that match, I figured out what to do. And I kept his hand down to 2-3 cards. And after that, everything flowed pretty well. I ended up losing to what did I lose to? I lost to a baby deck. He played very well. He played it very strategically. And then I lost to Janemba just because Janemba made me mill. I was able to keep my opponent's hand down, and he didn't play a lot of battle cards. But in the end, he was still able to mill me just because I'm, drawing cards to get to what I need to. And by then, you're already going down. But that's the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know this was kind of quick because I'm sitting up here getting ready for locals today. As always, comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend, share this video, try and get it out there. I really would like to see the game grow. It's a very, very fun game. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, the rest of your month. Just have a great time out there. Bye.